All right, welcome back, everyone. So, Sally, I gotta ask, did you see that new 6-7 post trending on your feed? It's just everywhere today, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, Billy, you know I did. My entire TikTok For You page is just inundated with it. I swear, every other video is someone just yelling, 6-7. Or making a really confused face. It's wild how quickly these things blow up, right?
Hold on, wait a second. 6-7. What are you two even talking about? Is this some secret code? Did I miss an email? I feel like I'm constantly out of the loop with these internet things.
Betty, my dear, welcome to the cutting edge of digital absurdity. 6-7 is a meme. You know, like a viral internet joke, a cultural touchstone for about 3 days before the internet moves on to something else.
A meme? But 6-7, that's just two numbers. Like if I said 2-4, would that be a meme? Or 8-9? It just sounds like a phone number, or maybe a really bad sports score.
Well, you're actually not far off with the sports score idea, Betty. That's kinda where it started. From what I understand, it began with a guy on TikTok, 6-7 Football, I think, who would post these short videos, often sports-related, and the punchline, or the unexpected element, was always 6-7.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he'd be setting up a scenario, building anticipation, and then he'd just drop 6-7, and it made no sense in context, and that was the joke. The complete, utter lack of conventional logic.
So, it's funny because it doesn't make sense? That's the whole joke? My brain is starting to hurt already. I thought memes were supposed to be relatable, or have a clever twist. This just sounds like someone forgot how to count.
That's the beauty of it, though, Betty. It's the anti-joke, almost. It subverts all expectations. You're expecting a real score or a logical follow-up, and then bam, 6-7. It's the unexpected randomness that just tickles people's funny bones.
It's like when you're telling a story, and everything's building up, and then instead of a proper ending, you just say, banana. And everyone goes, what? Why banana? That's the 6-7 energy.
Okay, so it's like a non sequitur? I think I get that. So if I was, say, talking about my day, and I said, oh, I had a really busy morning, I woke up, had coffee, drove to work, and then 6-7. Would that be funny?
You're close, Betty. You're definitely injecting the randomness. But the 6-7 often comes across as if it should be a number that fits, like a score or a quantity, but it's just off, you know? It's not just any random word, it's these two specific numbers.
Yeah, it's not banana, it's specifically 6-7. There's something about the way those numbers sound together, the implication that it could be a meaningful statistic, but it never is. It's the arbitrary precision of it.
Arbitrary precision. Okay, so if I'm at the grocery store and I'm asking the cashier, how many apples did I buy? And they say, you bought 6-7. Is that it? Is that the meme?
That's certainly random, Betty. And if the cashier genuinely said that, it would definitely be a moment. But the meme usually comes from you saying it or it being presented as an absurd answer to something that demands a real answer.
Imagine this. I'm watching a football game, right? And the commentator is going on about how many yards the quarterback threw in the second quarter. And he's like, he threw a magnificent 6-7 yards. That's where it hits. It's the unexpected answer that's numerically awkward.
Oh, so it's not just random, it's unexpectedly low or high for the context. Like, it's supposed to be a big number, but it's small. Or vice versa. I think I'm getting warmer.
Exactly. You're definitely closer. It's the anticlimax, the deflation of expectation. It's almost like a shrug in numerical form, like, what's the score? Oh, 6-7.
Or, how many times did I hit my head on that low doorframe today? And the answer isn't twice or 3 times, it's 6-7. It implies a frequency that's both vague and oddly specific, but ultimately unhelpful.
Okay. So it's about defying expectations. Like, if I'm telling you about my elaborate baking project, right? And I say, I spent 3 hours kneading the dough, waiting for it to rise, carefully shaping the loaves, and then I put it in the oven for 6-7 minutes. Is that it? Because that would definitely ruin the bread.
Betty, that's actually a pretty good example. Because it should be like 45 minutes or an hour, right? But then you hit him with the 6-7. It's short, it's abrupt, and it completely negates all the effort you just described. That's the essence.
See? You're nailing it. The absurdity comes from how profoundly wrong that number is for the context. Your bread would be raw, Betty. Absolutely raw. And that's the comedic gold.
So it's about undercutting gravity with a random, specific non-answer. Like, if someone asks me how many years I've been working at my company, and I say, oh, it feels like forever, but actually it's been 6-7 years. Is that a good one?
That one's a little less impactful, Betty. Because 6 or 7 years is a perfectly reasonable amount of time. The humor comes from the complete mismatch of the number with the expected value, almost to a comical degree of uselessness.
Yeah, it needs to be more jarring. Imagine if someone asked what's the meaning of life, and you just deadpanned 6-7. That's the kind of profound, almost philosophical emptiness it can convey sometimes.
So, profound emptiness. I'm starting to think this meme is secretly very deep. What if it's a commentary on the arbitrary nature of statistics in modern society? Like, numbers are just numbers, man, and they don't mean anything until we assign them meaning, but then what if the meaning we assign is just 6-7?
Whoa there, Betty. I don't know if the original TikTok creator was going for existential dread, but I like your interpretation. It definitely highlights how we latch onto numbers and then 6-7 just pulls the rug out from under us.
I mean, sometimes these memes do evolve into something more profound than their creators intended. But at its core, it's mostly just funny because it's unexpected. It's the internet's collective groan and chuckle at something that just refuses to make sense.
Okay, I think I'm getting a handle on it. So, let's say I'm telling a friend about a fantastic new gadget I bought, right? And they ask, wow, how many cool features does it have? And I say, oh, it has a whopping 6-7 features. Is that good?
See, Betty, that's almost there. Because 6-7 features isn't necessarily a bad number of features, it's just a bit bland. It lacks the punch of true absurdity. It needs to be more dramatically wrong.
It's about the subversion of an impressive statistic. If it had like 1,000 features and you said 6-7, that would be funny. Or if it had only one feature and you exaggeratedly said 6-7. But 6-7 just sounds like a regular, perfectly acceptable number of features for a gadget.
This is harder than it looks. It's like a comedic tightrope walk. You can't be too random, but you can't be too logical. It has to be just the right amount of wrong. So, if I'm telling you I just won the lottery, and you ask how much, and I say, oh, a cool $6-7. Is that it?
Yes, Betty, bingo. That's it exactly. Because winning the lottery implies millions, right? And then you hit them with $6-7. That's perfectly absurd. It's a huge letdown, it's numerically specific but contextually useless, and it's funny.
She's got it. She's finally got the spirit of 6-7. The profound disappointment, the utter lack of stakes. It's like, I'm making a huge announcement. Oh, what is it? 6-7.
I feel enlightened. I feel like I've just unlocked a secret level of internet understanding. So, the key is the extreme contrast. Big expectation, tiny, specific, unhelpful number. This is revolutionary. I'm going to start using 6-7 everywhere now. My grocery list will just say milk, bread, 6-7.
Well, maybe not everywhere, Betty. Remember, context is key for it to actually be funny. You don't want to confuse the cashier too much unless you're trying to make a viral moment yourself.
Yeah, otherwise you're just asking for an argument about whether you want 6 or 7 loaves of bread, which isn't nearly as funny. But seriously, it's wild how these things catch on, isn't it? Just this random number, and now it's a global phenomenon.
It truly is. I mean, who would have thought that two seemingly innocent digits could cause such a ruckus? I guess that's the internet for you. Always keeping us on our toes, always throwing us a 6-7 when we least expect it.
Absolutely, Betty. It's a testament to the collective, sometimes nonsensical humor of the internet. It reminds us not to take things too seriously, and sometimes the funniest things are the ones that make absolutely no sense at all.
Well said, Sally. And with that profound thought, or lack thereof, on 6-7, I think it's time to wrap up. Thanks for joining us today, everyone, and especially to Betty for bravely diving into the meme-filled abyss with us.
My pleasure. I think I need to go lie down and process all this numerical anarchy. But seriously, it was actually really interesting to break it down. Maybe next time you guys can explain Riz to me.
Oh, that's a whole other can of worms, Betty. We'll save Riz for another day. For now, keep an eye out for those 6-7 moments, and remember to laugh at the absurdity of it all.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll catch you next time, probably discussing another meme that makes absolutely no sense. Until then, stay safe, stay random, and remember, it's all about that 6-7 energy.